video I'm going to show you two things that I got recently. The first one is a wireless stick. This is actually a flash drive that has wireless capability. So I'm going to open it up. I've already opened it just to check it. So I'm doing a re-unboxing here. This is all the instructions on how to use it and all that. So I got this from the Apple Store, and you have to download the SanDisk app. And the only issue is, as far as I know, it's only an Apple specific software. So if I pull the device out and you see it, I go like that. It's USB. The wireless antenna is this thing right here for it. So basically you download the software, plug it into your computer, load some information on it, and then I could access it from my iPhone. So next thing I got is a SanDisk SSD. This is a solid state drive. It's an external one. I have not opened this up yet. So it's USB 3.0, and it's also USB 3.0, USB Type-C, excuse me. So I'm going to open this up, and as far as I know, it's both. If not, I'll see if there's a USB-C add-in card and I can play with it. Cool. So I think it's one of those where it's basically, I think it's like wireless charging type thing. No, it's not. Okay. Cool. So it is both. And unfortunately, I have to use this cable since it's USB 3.0. So I gotta find out where it's at. This thing is very, very thin. Since there's no moving parts, it can be a little bit thinner. So what I gotta do is, oh, here it is. Okay. So in this packaging, this is a USB Type-C connection. Now, what products use the USB Type-C connection? The switch. Certain other products I don't know of right now. There we go. So here's what they did, which this is actually very, very smart on their part. This end goes into here. So basically, if I have an Apple laptop with this, I can still use this. So let's say, okay, I'm going to get rid of that computer. I'm not, but let's, for example, say I'm going to get rid of it. Okay? So what I would do is plug this in here. Right? So it's plugged in there. That goes into whatever port I choose. Pull the data. I get my new, let's say, Apple desktop computer, whichever model there is. I take this in, plug it in there, and boom, I can use the USB-C connection. So now I'll power on my stuff here. Okay, so my computer is now on, and I'm going to take this. Yes, it's USB 3.0, but I could plug it into a USB 2.0 port. The device will just clock down to match speed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug this in. And as you can hear, it recognizes it. And it was real quick, as you can see, because this is a solid state drive. No moving parts. You see how fast it accesses that? Very, very quickly. There's a SanDisk Access version 3. That's the app. So what I'll do is, what I want to do is, in my next video, I want to do an installation of Windows on it, virtually of course. And what I'll do is I'll install VMware on a spinner and a VMware on the SSD. But to keep things fair, I'm going to be doing both externally to keep things fair. Because if I do, even though this is I have an internal hard drive and an external case, it's considered an external once you do that. So to keep it fair, I'm going to do that. So now, since that works fine, I'm going to disconnect it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and I'm going to plug it in there, and I'm going to put a file on it. I'll put an icon on it or something. And what I'll do is I'll download the software from my phone, and I'll access the drive. So to start off, I'm going to plug the drive into the USB port. It's just recognizing it as a USB K stick. That's the drive lettered at Windows. So it's music, photos, and videos. So what I'll do is I'll go on Google and I'll search for a clean pick, obviously. Have to say that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Google. We'll just do water. Clean. We'll go to I'll take this pic, put it there. We'll go to photos. Oh, there's already package photos on there. Okay, cool. So there we go. That's cool. I'll copy those and make a desktop photo out of it. Now, while leaving this off, I am going to download the SanDisk tool. Go to the Apple Store. And this is the app you want to download right up here. So I clicked get. This is what you want to do. You want to push get. So now I have to enter password. Now it's downloading. So now I push open. And of course you got to view the license agreement. So now it's giving me hello. So we're going to do show me tips because there might be different, which is there, just in case, because it's Wi-Fi. That's what this signal means. That's what this symbol means. But can't see it on camera, but that's what that means. So I know the drive is turned on because it's plugged into the computer. So you have two of these. You can check to see if the drive is sufficiently charged, or check if your drive is turned on. So it is turned on because I see a light. Now I'm going to check the battery. It's charging. You can see it charging through this. So it's not detected yet, which is okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Wi-Fi settings on my phone. See, it's not coming up with that. Why? Because I have it plugged into the computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eject it. Okay, and if you can see it on camera here, there's a power button, so I'm going to push the power button. And now it is turned on. And it's flashing. Now, since I did that, it says SanDisk Connect. So I'm going to push that. Oh, shoot. I pushed the other one. That was dumb. Okay, so... And now I'm on somebody's unsecure network, so I want to get off that ASAP because it is not mine. Okay, good. So I'm connected to it. That's what this light means. So now what I am going to do is go back into SanDisk. So now I'm connected to the drive. And as you can see, it's continuously blinking. So I have the drive behind me. Okay? Now I'm going to click Get Started. So I am going to go into the Photos folder, and all these photos come up. And you're going, okay. So if I click on this, and this is cool, you can cast photos. What you just saw on the computer is now on here. Now the downside to this is if you don't secure the drive. Meaning, if you don't put a password on it, anybody in the world can get on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to encrypt it. So let me go back here. So what I do now is if you click up here, you scroll down to settings. I could change the drive name, which I might do, but I'm going to set password to the drive, which is the top one. And this little thing right here, you slide. So, I'm going to enter a password. I don't want anybody knowing what it is. Okay, so I'm going to do done, and once you're done, you click OK. Now it'll tell me the security settings have been saved. It'll tell you what's new. So now when I connect I'm a gamer, but anyway, so when I it's reading my default connection, so when I click SanDisk, it's going to ask for a password. So now nobody can get on this drive unless they have a password. So basically what you want to do is this right here. To protect the end of it while you're using it wirelessly, is to put this on. And there you go. So, that SanDisk program, I am going to try on my tablet. Why? Because I want to make sure whoever sees this video can go, hey, would this work for PC? Yeah, it will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in to the USB port just to charge it. I'm going to pull out my tablet. I'm powering it on now. So it says at the Apple Store on the box, as you saw. Now, that may not mean, because I did buy this at the Apple Store, so it might be one of those things to where they're not going to promote anything else. So, I have my tablet, and we are going to go to the Google Play Store. So we're in the Google Play Store, so what I'm going to do is type in SanDisk. So as you can see, it says Connect Drive. Right? So I just clicked it, and guess what? It's here. Now on the box it said Apple Store only. That's not true. So I'm going to install it. And it's pending. So I am having a little bit of an issue downloading it, but you can get it for your Android tablet. So that will work. So you can download videos, and obviously it's going to show up the same way. So it's nice to have this. I password protected it. You can change the name to whatever name you want. Just all I have to say it with stuff like this is keep it clean, and stuff like that. So anyway, that is it for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe.